My name's Kent. I'm a writer, YouTuber, and self-proclaimed hummus aficionado.
Hummus.
I don't know what I'm doing here, but with you watching, that makes two of us. In my previous YouTube video, we discussed going for a walk to overcome depression. After getting moving and maybe chatting up a stranger, things can all of a sudden feel a little less glum. I found it important to celebrate the small wins. That first walk outside after getting over the hump of crippling depression is a good moment to pat yourself on the back. But that's not the only thing we can do to help ourselves feel better. If we are currently in the business of celebrating small wins, then what we need to do is set up a few simple goals, so simple that we can accomplish them today. As we build up the strength to accomplish one small task, we'll then have the confidence to accomplish another small task, and before we know it, we'll be a small task accomplishing machine celebrating our small wins left, right, and center. To help stay productive, I make a checklist of all the things I want to accomplish in a day on a scrap piece of paper. These could be the smallest of things. Here's a sample of a daily checklist I might have. Exercise, film a YouTube video, edit YouTube video, go for a walk, make hummus. Think of all the small things around your home or in your personal life which you've been neglecting. Is there a pile of dirty laundry on your floor? If yes, then a laundry day it is. That wobbly chair in the dining room could use some adjusting or repair. How about the model airplane you left half painted 6 months ago? Maybe you can make your neglected hobby a priority over playing video games and watching Netflix for 8 hours straight. These small accomplishments make us more fulfilled in our day, and it gets us away from being attached to a screen. They also allow ourselves to be immersed in the present while focusing on the task at hand, instead of being bogged down with daunting perceptions of the future. This episode is brought to you by Harvest Crunch. Having a whole bowl of Harvest Crunch on its own would be crazy, but that's why I sprinkle it on top of my oatmeal crisp. It has just as much sugar as oatmeal crisp, so it blends perfectly while giving a granola crunch to my breakfast. The only drawback is Harvest Crunch hasn't returned my phone calls for sponsorship, which means I'm relying on you to fund my sugar-crazed habit. So like and subscribe. Aside from using a daily checklist to fend off depression, you can also use the same method for reducing anxiety by breaking down one big obligation into smaller chores. If you have to move out of your apartment in 2 weeks, the steps from beginning to end may appear overwhelming. Somehow you have to get all of your things all the way over to a new home. Finishing the one big task, inconceivable.
He didn't fall? Inconceivable.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
But can you break it into smaller steps to make it more manageable? All your stuff will eventually be packed into boxes, so all you need to focus on right now is going and getting boxes and packing tape. Once you have the boxes and tape, what needs to be packed first? Are there clothes you can pack away which you don't need in the next 2 weeks? Maybe start there. Let's take a shot at making a checklist for moving. Get boxes, bubble wrap, and tape. Get other moving supplies, dolly, protective blankets. Schedule a moving day with required vehicles or moving company. Disassemble furniture ahead of schedule, like your bed frame. Pack all kitchen appliances. Pack all pots and pans. Pack all dishes and cutlery. Pack all glasses. Pack all trinkets, collectibles, and other sentimental items. Pack all clothes. Pack up computer and office supplies. Sort boxes close to entrance before moving day. Move into new home. I'm likely missing a few things here, but you get the idea. This list may look daunting at first, but just try to get one thing on the list checked off and boom, one less thing to worry about, and with one thing done, all you have to worry about is checking off another. This may seem like the most basic and silly idea for fending off fear or sadness, Who hasn't heard of making a checklist before, Kent? Fair enough, but how many times do you actually make a checklist? How many times have you thought to yourself, my sock drawer could be better organized, and yet you've never gotten around to organizing your sock drawer because you've never made organizing your sock drawer a priority? Because you never wrote organized sock drawer on a piece of scrap paper as a task to accomplish today. Making a daily checklist not only helps battle your emotions and make you feel accomplished, but also helps make your life better by accomplishing those neglected tasks. As you check off your checklist, one check at a time, you'll slowly become a little less bogged down, more immersed in the present, and slowly pull yourself out of your current slump. That all said, you can check off watching a video about checklists now. Be sure to make a list of your own and get busy getting done what needs to be done today. And if you like that video, then you can check out my book that's available on Amazon that talks about a whole bunch of things in terms of dealing with hard times. It has a title so edgy you might not even be able to say it on YouTube. But it's there in the description if you guys are interested. But as always, if you like, you can stay tuned for more content that's gonna help you through whatever you're going through. And, like, subscribe, do that thing down below where you comment on my videos. Even if it's, negative comments, I don't mind. That helps push that magical algorithm to send more of my stuff. So thank you for the comments that are negative or positive. Hopefully positive. But hey, by all means, send a negative one down below. It'll help me. Thank you.